Okay, now let us get into this evidence. And with this evidence, it will show you just how satanic and wicked this world is, right? Now, our credible source is telling us that 796 dead babies expected to be found hidden in septic tank at unwed mother's home run by nuns. So we have over 700 dead babies that were hidden in a septic tank, right? And this home for unwed mothers was run by the church. Now people understand that this is satanic to the core, right? Let us get into what our credible source is saying first. Evacuation has begun on a septic tank at a site in Ireland that authorities believe contained the remains of nearly 800 dead babies and children who died at the home for unwed mothers run by Catholic nuns. Now, it is important to understand that the order of Catholic nuns that run this home, they started in France, right? The origin of that order was started in France. Now, that order of nuns is known as the Bon Secours order, right? Now, it was started by Josephine Potel along with 11 others. Now, it was founded in Paris in the 1820s, the mission to care for sick and dying, right? Now they tell us, our credible sources, that Bon Secure translate to good help, right? That is what they tell us. But we see we've got over 700 dead babies hidden in a septic tank, right? Understand what time it is, because evil love to masquerade as light, right? Now, let us get into some more of what our credible source is telling us. 796 children remains are believed to be under the site of the Bon Secure mother and baby home, which was demolished in the 1970s. Bon Secure, known locally as the home, was a maternity home for unmarried mothers and their children run by a religious order of Catholic nuns. Right? Unmarried pregnant women would be sent to the home to give birth and would be interned for a year to do unpaid work. They were separated from their newborn children, who would be raised by the nun until they were adopted, often without consent of the family's people. Now, the giveaway. The giveaway is that the order of nuns that ran this facility in Ireland, that order started in France, and there is a special vein of perversion, of wickedness that governs France. So that is what give it away, right? Because I'm telling you, France is the headquarters for European perversion. It is the headquarters, right? And when I realized that the order of nuns, they started out in France in the 18th century. Now, when you pay attention to the timeline of this home that they ran in Ireland is from about 1925, and it closed somewhere in the 60s. Now, when you look at history, there was a lot happening, and France was involved in a lot also. You have the collapse of the stock market, right? You have the Great Depression in the 1920s. You also had World War II from 1939. Now, I believe, and this is just my opinion, that these nuns masquerade as angels of light or workers of the Most High chosen. I believe they are nothing more than agents for Baal. And these children were sacrificed. I believe they were tortured, right? Probably starved, work, right? And then when they die, they hid their bodies in the septic tank, right? It was nothing more than a home masquerading as help, and all they were doing was sacrificing these children to ancient deities. That is just my opinion. Now, the story will unfold more and we'll get more information, but for now, this is nothing more than a massive sacrifice. Because one thing I do know, these entities, they love innocent blood. And this is absolutely satanic and it is wicked. And it just goes to show you how satanic and wicked this world is, that they will create situation where they can gain access to your children. Because look, society shun unwed mothers, right, to the point where they even have homes where they can come and have these babies and they'll take their children away. And this was happening for years, right? This world, this prison planet that we live on, they are very calculating, these powers, these principalities. They know how to create circumstances. They know how to create situations where they can gain access to your children. They know how to make you vulnerable. And when you're vulnerable, it is easy to scoop on in. We need to be very mindful of these people coming around telling us that they will help us. No, you're a single mother, you don't have a partner, we will help you. You need to be mindful. You need to be mindful, right? And this is a classic example right here. We need to pray and understand we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but wickedness in high places. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.